1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Hey, party people in the place to be. It's your main man, the number one chief rock in Knicks Universe, Uncle Freezy. Checking out some stuff using a new streamer. I guess you guys can see it on the screen here that I am looking at using Restream right now. So hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. Check, check, check. Test, test, test. Looking at using a new joint. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I see y'all. I'm using a new streamer. This thing called Restream. So I'm trying to figure out some stuff just real quick. Just want to see if it's a viable option. Okay, okay, okay. So it does have some type of delay. All right. Knicks for Life is in the building. What's good, man? What's good, boss? What's good? What's good? It's good to see you, man. So it's a little bit of a delay. I'm testing this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Testing it out, trying to see what's good with it. Testing out some stuff. I don't see my chat. There it is. Now I see the chat. All right. Okay, okay. What's good, y'all? So we got old school Knicks coming up at 11. That's gonna be fire. Surefire. Me and Anthony D is we'll be coming up here in about an hour, I guess. About 11 o'clock. Trying to see how would this look on YouTube. Yo, I see you. I City and Squad in the building. I Infamous New King. Kerry Cox, son of the legend, is in the building. Man, this Restream has Brandon everywhere. I just wanted to test it out. I wanted to test it out before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wanted to kind of get a test drive on it. See how it go. You know what I'm saying? All right. While I'm here, while we here, I guess we may as well chop it up for a few minutes before we get back to, the same old, same old. I ain't gonna lie, this thing probably needs some work. It's got overlays on the screen and stuff, but I guess that comes with a part of the test drive. But all right. East Blue Drew's in the building. Okay. Okay, I see y'all. Ooh. Man, my beard looked like a mess. I thought I was straight. I thought I was good, man. My beard looked like a mess on here. Okay. All right. A little brushing. Put a little brush to it. Let me get to a topic, man. Let me bring a topic out here. Since I'm here, I may as well use these few minutes and talk about something Knicks related. Since I'm here, So here goes. Man, I'm on injured reserve watching my Knicks, and I can't believe what I'm watching. Tom Thibodeau, if you watching, bro, Tibbs, if you watching this, you should be ashamed of yourself, right? You should be ashamed of yourself. East Blue Drew, I'm about to get that. I'm about to get to that. I'm about the Randle thing. I'm about to get to that. But I gotta call out Tom Thibodeau first. So here's my thing with Tom Thibodeau, right? Here's my thing. Yo, these dudes are tired, exhausted, exhausted. You could see the fatigue, right? You could see the fatigue. You could see these cats' jump shots are flat. And even the sharpest minds in the chat, like say even your almighty finesses and your IKBM Dre's and the dudes that know basketball inside out, right? Even they see when these shots are short, they know it come from legs, bro. These dudes are tired. These dudes are tired, man. So I'm watching the Clippers game, and I'm watching shots hit off the front of the rim, and shots hit off the front of the rim, and shots hit off the front of the rim, and then dudes passing up shots. Dudes passing up shots because they don't want to shoot. Yo, at some point, we gotta stop blaming Pinocchio and start blaming Geppetto, right? As Knicks fans, like, listen. I've been watching content creators since I've been on injured reserve a little bit. I'm on injured reserve, so I'm watching content creators, right? Bro, you can only blame Randle so much. Does Randle deserve blame? Yes. Right? Does Randle deserve blame? Yes. Bro, but for your coach to sit up in a press conference and be like, yo, nah, we don't give them games off, we give them practices off. Yo, Thibs, you need to be reprimanded on site for saying such stupid shit. Because we all know an NBA practice is not like an NBA game. We all know an NBA practice is not like an NBA game. So you giving dudes a practice off and comparing it to a game off makes you, Tom Thibodeau, look off. Because I heard you say, yeah, we got the schedule at the beginning of the season, and this is how we want to manage, blah, 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 and, blah, blah, blah. And you see all the rhetoric, right? I know. Listen, I understand retort. I understand rhetoric. I understand rhetorical questions. Most of us here understand narratives and how people speak. So when we hear Thibs say that we got the schedule early and blase, blase, blah, all of that, right. But just because you get the schedule early don't mean you stick to, man, that's the dumbest thing I think I heard Thibs say. That's what I think that's the dumbest thing I heard Thibs say. Yo, and shout out to my people, man. Real King in the building. Bo Ismail is in the building. East Blue Drew in the building. Man, salute to everybody that I missed. I'm kind of trying to work on getting this thing, kind of get some things settled in here. But for a guy to say that's like saying, that's like me saying, hey, that's like me. I'm gonna pick out somebody. I'm gonna pick out Real King. Right. I'm gonna pick out Real King just for an example. That's one of the homies, right? Right. I'm gonna pick out Real King. So Real King, that's like saying you ain't gonna do nothing on Saturday. Yo, Saturday, man, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just sitting in a chair. But assuming that chilling on a Saturday is the same as chilling on a work day, if it have the same impact. And my thing is no. How does getting a work day off and a weekday off have the same impact? They don't. Because for all my people, like for all my people that grind at something, Bo Ismail said, no, that ain't the same. Yeah, I know, man. Grinding on a Wednesday and taking a Wednesday off to chill is different than taking a Sunday off to chill. Because in my schedule, Saturdays and Sundays, that's my weekends. Saturdays and Sundays are my weekends, right? Saturdays and Sundays are my weekends. So when I take a Saturday off, it's like I already had the day off anyway. I'm in the mindset that I'm not doing as much work as I would if I had been working on a Wednesday. So for Thibs, in my mind, when I hear Thibs say, yeah, we gave him a practice off instead of a game off, are you serious, Thibs? Are you serious right now? I don't get that. That was crazy. And that was crazy. That was crazy. I don't want this to seem like I'm totally blaming everything on Thibs, right? Because Julius Randle, come on, man. Randle, come on, dog. Come on, dog. They waiting on you. Restream just tried to upsell me in the middle of my thought just now. Restream was like, upgrade now. Go pro. Yo, chill. Restream, chill. Chill. StreamYard still got y'all Restream. Just let me see how I like this thing first, and then we'll go there. They trying to upsell me. Yo, chill, man. Stop trying to upsell me, man. Let me learn this thing in Restream first. Oh, I like that. That's a blink. I like that. Y'all see how it didn't just disappear? Y'all see how it blinked? Look at this. Well, yeah, I like that. I like the way it blinked. I like the way one just don't blink and then go disappear and come back. I like that. The original DSJ is in the building. Randall, you gotta chill, bro. C Mac is in the building. Hey, C Mac, Restream is just another streaming platform. That's all, bro. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna go straight OBS, go a mix of OBS and StreamYard, or do Restream, like, or do all of them different. What I'm thinking is for the visual effects, I think I might have to go OBS. But the thing about it is the people that I usually have on, they not really um savvy like that. And Bo Ismail says, I think we need to get Grimes activated and let the bench go lava. East Blue Drew says, you heard what Cam said about Thibs? Nah, I ain't heard that. Y'all got to share that with me because I ain't heard that. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm learning some stuff while I'm in Restream. Yeah, yeah. Hey, C Mac, I know. I just posted a message in Discord Friday. I'm trying to get Discord back up. I want to get Discord up and running too, so that we can connect the two, so that we can have phone calls, like people jump in and jump in on voice. But I'm still on injured reserve, man. I'm still probably with this. I'm probably about 4 months away from being 4 or 5 months away from being um back to back to normal, man, because of health. So I'm probably we probably looking at like June or July, something like that. So in the meantime, it's gonna be a bunch of pizza and PlayStation. That's my workout regimen while I'm down is pizza and PlayStation. Bo, come on. And Bo says, I went to Orlando and didn't. Nah, Bo, we have been saying it for like 6 months. I put the invite on the screen. I even left the email address out there for you to hit me up. Yeah, man. So, but the thing is if I'm able to, man, and for all of y'all in New York, for all of for all of y'all in the New York area, man, hey, if this Knicks and Nets thing is real, I'm on the way. Right. What I want to say too is, man, I appreciate the kind words and all the supporters of the channel. I'm not sour or down or excuse me, anything like that, man. I'm just hurt or just injured. So like when you don't see me on, it's not like, oh, he mad because Uncle Freezy mad because Thibs won't. Nah, man. The doctor told me that you know what I'm saying, that I won't get better unless I do what he say. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. And what I had been doing is trying to do workarounds. I was trying to do workarounds, right? And then I go to the doctor and he be like, yeah, don't look like we getting nowhere. What you been doing? And I was like, I'm trying to work around what you say. And he was like, well, why don't you just do what I say? And so I'm like, good point. Good point. So Randle, for all the Randle fans, excuse me. So all the Randle fans and all the Randle haters, I think we need to have a come to the mountaintop meeting about Randle, right? Because we all understand Randle need to cut it out. Stop it. Right? But we also need to understand that it's something triggering him to get there. Randle, cut it out, man. Stop it. But we need to also understand that something's getting him there. Right? So if you're a fan of the Knicks and a fan of Randle, if you're a fan of the Knicks and a fan of Randle, right? We got to understand we need Randle right now. We can't turn our back on Randle right now. We can't bash Randle right now. We got to understand these meltdowns are coming with these dudes playing hella minutes, and he out here by himself without no Jalen Brunson. If you're a if you're a just a if you're a Randle in these high pressure tense situations, you're going up against teams you know you can beat because you beat a lot of them, and you go out here shorthanded, and you feel like you're getting beat up, and you tired, and you tired, then of course you're gonna. When you get overwhelmed, meltdowns are not the way. It make us think that you can't handle New York. It makes us think you can't handle stress, period. Like if you with your friends, if you with your friends and something happened and you have a meltdown around your friends gonna be like, nah, homie, this ain't the move. Like you know what I'm saying? If you Randle, you got to find a way to channel that inner something to relax, get your mind right. Serious B is in the building. Lakers all day. I see you. What's good, boss? Lakers all day in here talking that noise. Salute. Right. And D, I see your comment too. He can't. Right. I'm with, hey man, listen. And if he can't, we might have to consider plan B. We might have to consider plan B. Now, here's the thing. What's plan B, man? I don't know. I don't have a plan B. I don't have a plan B. I don't know what plan B is. Right? Right? And so here's my other thing. Here's my other thing too. I'm trying to get away from Thibs, but I gotta go back to Thibs a little bit in order to express my point about Randle. Thibs, why not just give Obi Toppin more minutes? Why not just give Obi Toppin more minutes? Man, hell, what can it hurt? Yo, if you Thibs, bro, if you Tom Thibodeau, and listen, I understand Thibs MO. The last two seasons, Tom Thibodeau had this team red hot down the stretch, and I get it. The two seasons prior to this, Thibs had this team operating like a well-oiled machine down the stretch, and I get it. But again, right now, this team looks exhausted. You, excuse that. You see guys passing up shots. You like, man, why are dudes passing up this shot? I saw Grimes, the kick out to Grimes last night or last afternoon. The kick out to Grimes, I guess it was at the bottom of y'all screen in the bottom three at the bottom of y'all screen. He got it. He had an open look. Instead of taking it, he put the ball on the floor, got to the paint, and kicked out to Quickly, who was in the opposite corner, and Quickly shot a laser beam three towards the rim. It was short, and it was just ridiculous. Right? What that tells me is these guys just don't have the legs. And when teams get tired, they don't get fresh by playing more. What's going to happen, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what's going to happen is this team is going to struggle if they don't get rest. On this same course of action, if this team doesn't get fresh, doesn't get rested, if this team doesn't take what's that thing Kawhi Leonard takes? The thing Kawhi Leonard take off. What's the LeBron days? The LeBron days. I forget what you call them. The Kawhi Leonard days where you rest them for no reason. Oh geez. What's it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The random day off. Load management. There we go. Load management. If you don't start load managing Randle and RJ and Brunson to an extent. If you don't start load managing these guys right now, then that Atlanta Hawks series you saw 2 years ago is going to play out again right in front of our eyes. And we're going to blame Thibs, and the Knicks are going to give him an extension, and then it's going to be 5 more years of Thibs. If Tom Thibodeau doesn't start load managing, this team is going to go into the playoffs flat. And we're going to face somebody we should beat, like Cleveland. We're going to face somebody we should beat, like Cleveland, and lose in a bad way because we didn't load manage. And I'm not saying give dudes 3 days off a week. Nah, what I'm saying is once the Knicks are for sure in the playoffs, right? Once we lock in the playoffs, we should start giving dudes a game here or there, right? And listen, and not Randle a day, Brunson a day, RJ a day. Nah. See, because that way it'll backfire. You give them all the same day off and let Quickly for a game or two be the franchise point guard. Let Obi for a game or two be the franchise power forward. Let Mitchell Robinson, let Mitch sit on the bench. Play Jericho Sims and Hartenstein. They played well without Mitch. Right? What I'm getting at, ultimately, what I'm getting at is I don't want to bench anybody. I do want to load manage them though, because a tired and injured Jalen Brunson in the playoffs doesn't help us, and a fatigued Julius Randle in the playoffs doesn't help us. RJ Barrett with no legs, no lift doesn't help us. And it doesn't matter if RJ missed 7 games like a month and a half ago. It don't matter because he played every game since. And I heard somebody, like one of my bosses told me one time, right? My boss was like, yo, Cal Ripken showed up to work every day and he made the All-Star team. Cal Ripken played such and such thousand, such and such hundred, such and such games in a row. And my answer, my retort to that is, how many World Series victories did Cal Ripken Jr. have? Man, Brett Favre played such and such, so many. Brett Favre played so many such and such games in a row. And when Brett Favre won Super Bowls when he was young, when he only played 16 or 32 or 48 games in a row. But once Brett Favre got to 80 or 90, 100 games in a row, Brett Favre was done, especially in the playoffs. You show me a guy, a star, right? A star that plays every game, and I'll show you an alien. But you show me a star that load manages, and I'll show you a high performer in the playoffs. This thing with Thibs saying, I'll give you a practice off here or there when you tired is ridiculous. That all that goes back to is an old school coach not knowing how to manage today's players. And I'm sorry about getting on my soapbox. And I'm sorry about getting on my soapbox, y'all, but this is supposed to be a test. I'm using a new streaming platform, Restream, just to see if I like it. We just, that's the reason why the name of it is test, I guess. Like we testing it out. See if we like it. Right now, I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. It just like other things in life, excuse me, just like other things in life, man, you test it out, see if you like it. If not, you go with it for a little while further to see along and along. What's bizarre and puzzling to me too, and this is another point real quick before I get out of here so that we can do old school Knicks, is why does Quickly play better as the starter than he does coming off the bench? And it's just maybe me searching for something, right? It may be me just searching for something, or maybe you guys see the same thing. That Emmanuel Quickly plays better as a starter than he does as a bench player. But then I saw him against Charlotte, and I was like, But I'll throw that Charlotte game away because he's coming off of a double overtime game where my man played like 55 minutes. So that Charlotte game, y'all, I don't even want to speak about it. I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That game there is a classic example of a team that was exhausted coming off of an emotional high and a double overtime game, which spent them emotionally and physically. And then here comes Charlotte, who, now that we look back on it, was absolutely a trap game. Absolutely a trap game. Right? Absolutely a trap game, but we don't care because we beat Boston. If I ask you, if you had to choose win or lose one or the other, would you rather have beaten Boston or beaten Charlotte? I'm certain a lot of us, the majority of us, would say we would prefer to have beaten Boston and lost to Charlotte. Because for one, Boston is in our division, right? For one. Two, we had to prove to Boston that we can beat them full strength when they were full strength, right? And Charlotte, nothing was at stake except ping pong balls. So I like this. I'm thinking I'm liking this Restream app. I'm thinking. I think I might. I think I like it. I'm not for sure. Y'all, and listen, there's another thing I saw. A thing I saw um this week, and it's disturbing to me. D'Angelo is in the building. What's good, boss? Um, the way we view and talk about our Knicks, um, I think, I think a lot of us, I think a lot of us have, or you know what? I'm not gonna say a lot of us. I think a few of us have forgotten, like, what the our Knicks community is about. Like, to get in here and chop it up with other Knicks fans, have some fun. But this week, I've been looking at like a lot of venomous stuff. And for the sake of peace, you know, I hadn't said anything. I watched and I'm talking about like in the lot in the on the screen, like we're taking pot shots at people um and everything seems to be like a countdown to Armageddon. Everything Knicks related seems like Tam a Tom Clancy novel. Everything Knicks related seems to be Jack Ryan, like cut the red cord or the blue cord. It's not. It's not. I'm gonna say this to y'all as one of y'all. Um, the loss last night to the Clippers is not cut the red cord or the blue cord. we get 82 of them, man. You're not gonna win them all. And I know we live and die with all 82, and we're passionate about all 82, right? But what I want to say about all 82 is you got to kind of give guys leeway to kind of fix things one way or the other, right? Kind of have some like leeway one way or the other. What do we do? What do we do here? Julius Randle shot 5 for $1 million. He mad because he was getting beat up all game, wasn't getting no calls. I'm mad with him. I saw some of those egregious slaps on Randle, and I saw some of those egregious slaps on Randle, and I started to turn up that 3-6 Mafia too. Me and D'Angelo together, tear the club up, tear the club up, tear the club up. I was about there too, right? But then I realized, it's one in 82. We get 82 of them, right? So what I'm saying before I get out of here, man, what I'm saying to Thibs is, Thibs, you got to load manage, because if you take this dead tired team to the playoffs and lose to Cleveland 4-1, all summer I'm coming for your neck. All summer. Now, generally, when you put words out there like that to somebody, what they do is double down on what they've been doing. And Thibs, I'm saying I'm willing to double down on what I'm saying. These dudes need to be low managed. You can tell they tired. I don't care. Bro, you in the moment. I got bird's eye view. You laser focus. I'm bird's eye view. I can see it from a distance. These dudes are exhausted. You don't see it because you're right there. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for riding with me on this test of Restream. I didn't really mean to get into. I meant for it to be more conversational so that I can chop it up with y'all, because I hadn't been rocking with y'all in like a minute. I meant to like speak to more to everybody one-on-one, but the Knicks talk is what it is, man. The Knicks talk is what it is, and maybe I have like maybe I have like 2 weeks worth of stuff, that I want to talk about, and instead of doing that, I just went all haywire. You know what I'm saying, on what should have been just a test. So let me officially do it. Test, 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 test. Old school Knicks at 11 o'clock, man. I'll see y'all in a few minutes, y'all. Peace.